everyone in the class. My name is Đơn Sarang.
ខ្ញុំបាទឈ្មោះហេសមេ
My name is Sopati.
Hello, I'm Tuntavit.
My name is Sieng Sawantado.
My name is Soprin.
My name is Lundana. I'm from Group 4. So now I'm going to tell you about the physical appearance of the trackball. Trackball is an input device that looks like an upside-down mouse with 2 or more buttons and a ball the size about 1 inch that we can move it with our thumb or other fingers. It serves the same purpose as a mouse, but it's designed with a ball which can move to any direction. So now this is the end of my part, so let's continue to Brother Sarang.
Hello teacher, hello everyone in the class. My name is Đơn Sarang in group 4. So today I'm going to tell you how does its tractable work. A tractable is essentially a different kind of computer. Mouse tractable is an input device which compresses out a small protruding ball held by a socket having sensor for detecting the ball's rotation. A tractable works exactly the same way as a mouse, except that the ball is on top. A ball on the top what move a computer cursor around on the screen. The user can move the ball with the thumb or finger and sensor inside the case detects which direction the ball is moved. The user simply rubs a hand on it and use the thumb to move the ball around. It is button on the side allow user to click on things on screen. Button you can the left and right clicks. You don't need any extra space on your desk to move around. Trackball are often used on small portable computers and on some video game machines. Thank you everyone.
ជំរាបសួរអ្នកគ្រូនិងអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាខ្ញុំបាទឈ្មោះហេសមេតថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំបានមកបកស្រាយអំពី history trackball. In 1946 English engineer Ralph Benjamin invented the first trackball called roller ball, which was suspended in the 1947. Once in 1952 British electrical engineer Kenyon Talos and team working on the Royal Canada Railways is data digital automated tracking and resolving project as pioneering computerized battle for in the machine system in the Vanden intractable precursor of the computer mouse. It used standard Canadian 5-fan bullying borders data system were successfully tested on less on 30 in Adam 1953 បាទអរគុណអ្នកគ្រូសូមទៅវីដេអូបន្ទាប់
Well, as you already know some information about the history and how the trackball works. So right now I'm gonna tell you about the advantages of trackball. As you can see, I have 4 main points to tell you about the advantages of trackball. Well, number 1 is that trackball are more accurate. That's why I say like that, because you know there are a lot of graphic designers and gamers who use the trackball. More of them using the trackball because it makes their work more comfortable because they have to edit the video or make the movement with playing games. And this is the reason that I think the trackball are more accurate because it can help us make our work more easier. And on another point is that the trackball is really easy to use in a smaller space. You know, sometimes we have a crowded desk or a tiny desk and we only have a little of space where we can place our mouse. Imagine that if we have one of the normal mouse, we have to move our hand around and we need a lot of physical space. And in order to do that, different from a normal mouse, with the trackball we just lay our hand on the ball and information on the screen will move across the screen without us moving the trackball across the desk like a normal mouse បើនិយាយឲ្យងាយស្ដាប់ទៅការប្រើប្រាស់ trackball គឺមិនត្រូវការទីឃ្លាឬទំហំធំដូច mouse ធម្មតាទេព្រោះនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើ trackball ហ្នឹងយើងគ្រាន់តែរំកិលបាល់ដែលនៅជាប់ trackball ហ្នឹងទៅ screen or cursor នៅលើ computer វានឹងមូលដោយខ្លួនឯង and if we look at another useful thing of the trackball is that trackball can be used two-handed. I think all of you already know that there is a mouse setting or an app that we can customize the button of the trackball work or mouse, and that means that we can customize the app so that the button on the trackball can work different things depending on us ក៏ដូចជាយើងបានឃើញនៅក្នុងរូបភាពនឹងជាដើមថា trackball ហ្នឹងមានដល់ទៅ4ប៊ូតុងដូច្នេះ trackball ក៏មាន app ឬក៏ setting មួយសម្រាប់ឲ្យយើងនឹងផ្លាស់ប្ដូរមុខងាររបស់ប៊ូតុងហ្នឹងផ្សេងដើម្បីធ្វើការផ្សេងគ្នា and although we are left-handed people or right-handed people I think we still can use the trackball really easily and about the last point is that I think using the trackball can make our life more convenient like it means more comfortable because using the trackball will not hurt our wrist if we do the task or work that need a lot of movement with the mouse and especially it will help our work more efficiently by using the trackball and this is only some information that I know related to the advantages of the trackball and so now I think we should move to Brother David and he will show you about what is the disadvantages of trackball.
Hello, I'm Tun David. Today I'm talk about disadvantage of trackball. Before we talk about trackball, let me show you some picture of it first. You can see the picture in this screen. While the trackball is better than the traditional mouse, it does have some disadvantages. Given users are controlling the cursor with the ball, movements are not completely precise. For designers and those who work in graphics, the customary mouse may have greater accuracy. Another disadvantage is that the ball mechanisms requires more cleaning and maintenance than the regular mouse. The large size of a trackball mouse can cause some problem if you have small hands. You may find that you can use the mouse without stretching your hand or fingers, making it harder to control effectively. A trackball requires fine control of the ball with just one finger or thumbs. Although trackballs have economic benefits, they may all cause some practical issues, especially if you use them for long periods. This may be a particular problem with thumb trackball, which requires you to use your thumb repetitively. They are asymmetric and work on this principle. Due to small demand nowadays, thumb-operated trackball are not on this available in left-hand configuration. And now we talk about price. We have less choice when we buying a trackball compared to options available when buying a regular mouse. A limited number of manufacturers produce this device and their costs are typically higher. For example, you can pick a basic mouse for just a few dollars. For example, you can pick up a basic mouse for just a few dollars. At the time of publication, the cheapest trackball mouse from Kensington, one of the main manufacturers in the field, retail at $20, with the more expensive model costing $120. It's so expensive for pay. Okay, today I am the only one to participate in trackball, and further with Mr. Siang Savantado. He has more idea about trackball.
Hello everyone, my name is Siang Savantado. I am in group 4. So today I'm going to be talking about why trackball useless nowadays. So back in the day, trackball are very useful because in that day the technology is not too fast. But right now the technology is very fast. so it changed. So why trackball is useless? For the first one is the trackball is too expensive. You know why it's too expensive? Trackball nowadays is updated, so they have more comfort, they have more control, they have more style, and they are easy to use than before. It costs around $84. I will show you on the screen. So if you compare to the mouse, gaming mouse is cost around $43 for that. But if you buy a regular mouse, it costs around $10. I researched on Amazon, and the trackball is more expensive. So number 2, trackball is bad for gaming and design. Unless you are a producer, if you're a producer, it's okay for you. Trackball is very, very useful. But if you are using for gaming, using for design, that is not for you. You know why trackball is cannot using for design? Because it's very difficult to control and it's very difficult to drawing. If you're a designer, you know you may drawing, but trackball cannot using for design, even gaming. Gaming is bad, it's worse. You know why? You cannot control, you cannot move, you cannot show the frame, you cannot move the character quickly. I researched on YouTube, I will put it on the video.
So far I'm thinking trackball's not good for any sort of gaming.
Moving on to God's robes. Oh my goodness, that was supposed to be a straight line. It turns out not all trackball mice are created equal. I don't know any scenario that a mouse like this would be used.
So that is why trackball is not useful anymore. So the number 3, the reason why is trackball is very difficult to use unless you are professional. Only for professional only. Why do I say that? Trackball is very, very difficult to use. It's tricky. It's not used like mouse. You can move right, left, up, down, or scroll. Trackball is using your finger. Sometimes it's using your thumb. Some of trackball using thumbs. Some of trackball using finger. So it's a little bit tricky. It takes time to learn, take time to know how to use it. So when you use it, you are professional. You are professional of using the trackball. So that is basically it. That is all my part, and thank you very much for listening and watching.
Hello everyone, my name is Sokrin. Today I will introduce the working principle to introduction you all. ថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំនឹងលើកឡើងអំពី working principle មកណែនាំដល់ទាំងអស់គ្នា Introduction Working Principle. A trackball consists of a stationary handrest which is actually larger than a mouse than contain around trackball set on a socket which allows it to rotate freely. បាល់បោះមានផ្ទុកដៃនៅនឹងកន្លែងដែលជាទូទៅវាមានទំហំធំជាងកណ្ដូបដែលមាននៅជុំវិញបាល់ដាក់នៅលើរន្ធដែលអាចឲ្យវាបង្វិលដោយសេរី ហើយវីដេអូនេះក៏បានបញ្ចប់ជាចុងក្រោយក៏អរគុណសម្រាប់ការតាមដានវីដេអូរបស់ពួកខ្ញុំសូមអរគុណ